Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of EETV, where I strive to bring you everything in entertainment. Trigun Stampede episode 4, entitled Hungry. We finally got introduced to my favorite character of the series, Nicholas D. Wolfwood. So let's get on to it. Vash, Meryl, and Roberto are traveling to July. They literally hit Nicholas D. Wolfwood with the radar portion of their car. He's injured, they throw him in a car, and they take him to the, looks like a plant gas station, where they discovered that the owners of the station have been killed, and they find a small child left behind. Nicholas D. Wolfwood performs last rites, so to say, on the slain couple. Meryl asks if he's a priest, and he says no, he's an Undertaker because he was butchering the prayer that was said. Nicholas D. Wolfwood is very attached to his cross and would not let anybody near it. There is a sound. The group is swallowed by a great worm, and we find ourselves inside the great worm, which the CGI looks great with that. They split up. Meryl gets attacked by some unknown force. Only Roberto and Vash and Nicholas make it back, and they're trying to figure out on what to do. And Nicholas is trying to wonder about why would Vash make sacrifice for people what it could get him killed. They go searching again. Oh, before they go searching, we got an information dump. Something that will sneak peek into the series. Roberto has a Derringer, even though it should be Meryl's. He has a Derringer, but Wolfwood takes a look at it and it says it looks like it's too small and light to be real, so it might be fake. Also, that Roberto doesn't trust Nicholas D. Wolfwood, and he said something is wrong about him. It looks like he's the type of man that will smile while killing someone. And Vash immediately responds, no, he's not that type of person. I can see it in his eyes. And Wolfwood becomes flustered, giving us a clue as in he will eventually switch sides. For those of you who haven't watched the first adaptation, Nicholas D. Wolfwood was a mole, and he is a mole in this one too. This whole adventure they're on was a setup by no other him and Sazi the Beast, which the little child turns out to be Sazi the Beast. I figured out it was Sazi the Beast once I saw the little boy's hands, and I was thinking, what would a child in this environment be doing with painted fingernails? And I turned out to be right just off of that. After seeing that, we found out that little child is Sazi the Beast with his new sleek design, with his darker skin, gray and long gray hair. And it looks like those beads that he has on his hair might be the thing that helps him control the worms. Well, Nicholas and Vash get ejected from the worm because they were in the front portion, the nose. That was done to separate the group so Nicholas could be more trusted by Vash, but it didn't work because they were not counting on Vash's unselfish nature. He stays over there by the worm. Him and Nicholas get swallowed up by the worm again, and they're trying to figure out what to do. And then Nicholas D. Wolfwood says he's going to have to step up, and he did. Reveals what his cross is. From everybody from the first adaptation, you already know what it is. He uses the cross's machine gun to put a hole into the worm, and then he also uses its secondary function, which in this adaptation is a giant, looks like a beam or plasma cannon, and he flips that thing around while the worm is jumping in the air, and he's able to cut the worm in half with the plasma or beam cannon, thus saving everybody. And then the three bystanders that was there, they enjoyed the show, and now it's nightfall and everybody gets to enjoy the meat of the worm at the end of the episode. For those who didn't know, you get confirmation that is Sazi the Beast because he's talking with Nicholas D. Wolfwood in private, and he was saying how he almost got him killed. So given all that, we go to the end of the episode, and then we see that Knives is speaking with the doctor, and the plant girl's also there. It's not been revealed that she's a plant, but I think she is a plant because of her hair color and her eye color. Vash, and I'm speculating this, Vash is probably intentionally not releasing his gate because he knows Knives has plans for it, because they're trying to get him to release his gate for some nefarious purposes. Probably has to do with Knives' project, and I think his project is because he's trying to terraform the planet, but he wants to kill all the human beings before terraforming the planet so he can live in paradise. The doctor's there with the girl, and they're shown in some kind of factory with a bunch of empty containers, and not the blue plant that was still alive that was also taken, but the red plant that was specifically taken by Knives is shown there, and it's being lifted up on its assembly line. I'm speculating that those damaged or almost dying plants that are red in color can become sentient and move around, just like Vash and Knives and that little girl. So I think we might get a view of another plant soon in the very near future. Also, what I think, a lot of things were redone to give this story an update to make it more sense for anybody who hasn't seen Trigun before, but I'm going to make another video on that. Well, this episode was better. We got to see a lot of new things. Tune in for my next video. My next video is going to be Trigun updated, specifically speaking about the things that they have done so far, all the updates, why Wolfwood is not a priest anymore, and why Millie has been replaced by Roberto, and why Marrow is a reporter instead of an insurance agent, and why we only got to see Vash as he is in his current state now. I'm going to address those things all in the next video. I thank you for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel like it. I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.